What's up, guys? Jumping right into the water on this video. We're all pumped to get in the water. This is the first spot of the day, and I'm just gonna walk you guys through kind of all these dives. I cut out a bunch of dives that didn't really have anything going on, but this trip was awesome. I had some issues with my GoPro, the coloring and stuff like that, but tried to do what I could to fix it. So here's the first drop. First drop of the day. See this huge buffalo. I know you can't really see it with the GoPro angle the way it is, but I saw this buffalo before I dropped down, and when I saw him I was like, I'm gonna try to go down and get level with him, and he just had gotten too far once I had shot, and unfortunately pulled out first drop of the day on a big buffalo, and he got away.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I shot the first buffalo of the day, and I don't know if I got it on camera. I hope I got it on camera. You'll definitely see the footage if I did get it on camera. Barely got it. Fisher's going down right now, but Braden just got him a big one too. So we're gonna throw them in the box, and we're eating buffalo ribs for dinner.
I had to hit it twice until I found the brain.
Dude, you know they're a big one when they got that hump from their back to their head.
I called this thing in, dude. I was just sitting on the bottom, started grunting, and in it came.
That's awesome. He's still jumping in, second spot of the day. This is kind of a shallower hump out towards the middle of the lake, and the last time me and Braden came out here, there was drum everywhere, and Fisher wanted to fill his box of drum, so we decided to come over here, see if the drum were still around, and I don't know if they were spawning or what, but the last time we came, they were just absolutely stacked on this spot. So take a dive here, and this is the first or second dive in this spot. See a drum, get a good stone shot on him right here. Smacked him and going straight to Fisher's freezer. So you see us bleed and brain these fish. It's not so much that there's no sharks. We're in freshwater. In the saltwater you do it because you don't want the thrashing around of the fish. You want to dispatch them, and the reason why we bleed them is just the quality of the meat is way better. So brain and bleed them, and then I like to brain them because when we throw them in the boat, if they still got a lot of life in them, they just splatter the red stuff all over the boat, and it's super hard to clean up. So that's why we do that.
Well, we're trying a new spot right here. Found some timber, some deeper water. It's 30, 40 foot right here. And we're also trying to find cleaner water.
Gonna go shoot some red snapper and barracuda.
Yeah, maybe maybe a big cobra.
The rig legs.
But hopefully it
Look
cleans
how many
up
rig legs there are.
down deeper.
God's rig legs.
Thousands.
Yeah. I just hope it's clean. We've been fighting the murk today.
All right, well, you get in and tell me if it's clean, and then I'll get in.
I will.
Found some timber. This spot actually was really fun to dive, but there wasn't a whole lot of fish. I think this fish that I shoot at here in a minute is one of the only drum I saw on this whole spot. Mainly all we saw in this timber was bass and a bunch of bluegill. So they're really hard to see in this grass because they were kind of nose down in it eating. So you just got a glimpse of them before they got a glimpse of you, and they're really spooky to this day. So just like this fish, got a little too far out and just completely missed. Nothing, it was all my fault. Probably shouldn't have taken the shot. He was swimming away and got too far from me. Ended up finding another fish. The GoPro, I guess, wasn't rolling because I don't have the shot, but got that fish. Getting loaded up, taking him back to the boat so I can be ready as soon as I get back in the water. So this is a new spot that we found. It's kind of interesting. So this is a completely new spot. It was kind of interesting to see. This day we were just kind of going everywhere we could, try to find clear water, and it was interesting to see even some of the wind-blown spots on the lake were actually clearer than the stuff that was protected by the lake. So this spot was really cool. There was a lot of timber. You can see Braden came up with 2 fish there. Lots of timber, and drum were stacked everywhere. Anywhere we could find that didn't have grass, there was drum on it. So pretty much any bald spot on the bottom, there was going to be some drum or possibly buffalo sitting on it. So that's pretty much all we look for all day, is just different spots. We ran a pretty good portion of the lake, jumping in and diving new spots, checking it out. You can kind of see this fish. This one I actually saw from the surface. Fisher was stuck in a log. He had shot at a fish and missed it, and his shaft went straight into a log. And I was going over to him and saw this guy swim by, so dropped down and smoked him.
Every shot today. Well guys, we made it back. Epic day. Got spearfishing gear laying everywhere. People are probably looking at us like we're crazy, but probably need to put these guns up so they don't think they're real guns. And get kicked out of the park. Get kicked out of the park. But we're lucky enough to get, we already got booted from parking the boat in our spot because we had it in the grass right here. But luckily, this guy left early today, and the park ranger said that I could park the boat over here. So I'm gonna clean these carp up. We're eating carp ribs for dinner. It's gonna be delicious. Oh yeah! Don't forget the cutting board. Just your typical RV park shenanigans. All right guys, this is a chore, but the last time I did this was with my buddy Stu, Coon Creek Outdoors. He showed me how to do it, and now I know why he had an electric Sawzall knife to do it. So I cut the rib cage out of the buffalo, cleaned it all up. We're gonna clean it up some more when we get back to the camper, but cutting these ribs out just like that. Nice, beautiful ribs, big bone in the middle, and that's what we will season up and drop in the grease. So last time I had them with Stu, they were delicious, and I've been wanting to do it ever since. So we're gonna clean the other side of this one, and then both sides of that one, so we'll have plenty of ribs for all of us to chew on tonight. Oh yeah, that looks fire. Meat looks pretty good too. Meat looks awesome. Keep you guys posted on how it is. Can you take your hat off for this? No. All right, so we got loads of buffalo ribs, individually sliced. Got some coconut oil heating up. Got some New Orleans seasoned fish fry, breading, and I don't have a gallon baggie, so we're just putting 4 or 5 in there. at a time, shaking them up. And then once our grease gets hot, we'll drop them in and start eating. All right, the first batch is done. Let them cool off a little bit and give her the old taste test. May have to run up to the gas station and get some ketchup. I don't think they're gonna have any Whataburger spicy ketchup, but regular ketchup will do. So let those cool down, load the pot up again, and we'll give those a taste test here in a second. Deliciousness. What do you think, Fisher?
It's insane to think that this came from a carp.
Buffalo. It's not a carp. But yeah.
A plain spice.
Deliciousness.
It is.
All right, Braden. Taste test. What do we use? First buffalo rib ever. Don't have ketchup. Fisher said it's better than redfish.
Well, it tastes different than redfish, but it's as good.
It's good.
It's good, huh?
Yeah. Happy off.
The texture's way different.
Isn't it weird? It's like a stingray or scallop type texture, but softer.
Yeah. I mean, not even chewy though.
Better than drum.
That's not fishy either.
Pretty good.
Let me get it.
That's more than edible.
Some pieces are fatty. You'll tell, like some pieces have fat, like that.
Yeah.
That side has fat on it. Yeah.
It's like I put my mouth in a bucket of grease.
That's good though.
It's like butter. But delicious. So the spearfishing is not over. We're going back out tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be another awesome day. Day two.
Day 2. Rock.
Don't have all day, so we're gonna go hit our honey holes and have some fun in the water. Got the guns loaded. Going full suits today. We were all sinking yesterday, so we're gonna wear the full suits today. Get a little more buoyancy. Can relax a little more on the top. That way you can make some better dives. So we'll see how it goes. Again, trying out new spots on the lake. There's actually dive spots, and found this boat. It's actually not marked, but we found a little buoy that has a rope going down to the boat. So it's pretty cool. Found a bunch of cool stuff this day. You see later on in this video what all we find, but found some big trees. These held a lot of fish, but every time we'd go down it'd kind of murk it up, so it'd take a while to get it back to where you could dive down and see some stuff. He's kept dropping down on this boat. Didn't see a whole lot, but it's just fun to go down there, and really cool to see stuff like this in freshwater. It's not something that a lot of people get to do every day, so especially here in Texas, we don't have a whole lot of lakes that are this clear. There's a giant grass carp in there, in that tree. Yeah, I didn't see him until after I shot this. And a few dives already. Found some cool stuff. Y'all saw that. Going to check out a few more dive spots, so we'll see what we can get into. Not really shooting a ton of fish today. Fisher's wanting to fill his freezer, so we're shooting a couple more drum, but if I see a big buffalo, I'll take it.
This is our last spot of the day. Braden goes down, comes up yelling, and I'm wondering what's going on. He's like, dude, I just found a school bus. It's not marked on anything. It's obviously put there for a dive spot, dive purpose. I was like, no way. And sure enough, go down here, and there's a full-blown, full-size school bus. It's hard to see. The camera doesn't pick up everything, but there's fish swimming around everywhere, in and out of it. Pretty crazy to see a full-blown school bus, 30 or 40 foot in the middle of the lake. Didn't see any shooter fish off it, but it was really cool. Go down there and check out a school bus. So that's going to wrap this video up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all be sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And until next time, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and remember, eat good.